Hey, I'm Honor, and if I win the Talk slot at Summer in the City this year, I'd like to talk about the moral responsibility creators have, especially when they have like a really big or impressionable audience. Online communities are accessible to like so many people, it's ridiculous. Like, some content creators have more people watching them than some TV networks do, and that's crazy, but it also means that like there are so many people that are going to see your content, and you have to either not care what people are going to say, or you have to be really careful about what you say. So I want to ask, should you moderate yourself, or should the audiences just take more responsibility for their own choices about who they watch and listen to and whatever? Because of social media, people have constant access to the creators they watch, which is crazy, it's so cool. But it can also lead to problems in that people think of it as ephemeral. But you can look back and you can see what people have said like months, even years in the past, and it can be brought back, and often people do. Should people have to moderate what they say on social media in order to not get this backlash, or should it be down to the people who are watching to be more responsible? Whose fault is it that the community is just so toxic now, and people they will just go back and they will pick apart everything someone said and they'll victimize them completely. And they may be wrong or right, but they will do it regardless. And what can be done to lessen the effects of what you say on social media, and whose responsibility is it to try and lessen the effects? Should it be the audience, or should it be the person who's saying it? And who gets to define what's counted as a harmful thing to say? Different things are going to be offensive to different people, so who gets to say what is categorically offensive and not? And how do we quantify the effects a statement's had on people, and what we should do about those effects? Like, words mean things, and often people seem to forget that, and I want to do this talk so I can remind people that words really do mean things. So, should things be done by the content creators themselves, or members of the vast audience that is seen on YouTube? Because it is a vast audience and there are so many people involved, and should it be everyone working together, or should it just be the people at the top making sure that they don't offend anybody? At Summer in the City, most people who see this talk are either going to be content creators themselves or members of the vast audience that's seen on YouTube. So hopefully it will engage each of them equally, as it's something that should be important to them if they care about the effect that their words have on people, and also if they are part of the audience and not necessarily content creators themselves, hopefully they can see how they can maybe improve how they react to what people say, and how they can be generally more forgiving as a person, and hopefully it'll make everything a nicer place if people listen to me. The consensus among people I've pitched my ideas to as yet has been that it's something that's really important and something that's necessary to be discussed, and I think that the more people involved with this discussion, the better the results are going to be, and the wider reach this has, the more chance we will see that things are going to get better rather than worse, because at the moment the atmosphere is kind of poisonous within the YouTube community, and I don't like that, and I want it to get better, and I want it to be nicer. Thanks for listening to me talking about my ideas for this talk, and hopefully I will see you in the panorama room at Alexandra Palace. Ah.